Phenomenal.
When it comes to pain, all the research shows that men can withstand a whole lot more than women. But there's not one man on the planet who's been through the most painful experience of them all, childbirth. So how do we really know who has the highest pain threshold? Well, there's only one way to find out. So I'm going to tackle the ultimate pain test, labour.
Vital signs?
Blood pressure, 120/80.
Heart rate?
We're stable at 70.
Contractions?
No, nothing yet.
Well, still early stages. This is a special case.
Like most dads, I was in the birthing suite when my children were born, and to be there just in a supporting role was stressful enough. Well, today, the tables have turned. We're about to try and simulate labour. But before we get started, we better be sure that what we're recreating is something like the real thing. Myra is a mother of 4 and has bravely volunteered to test our experiment before I do. By using low-voltage electrodes on the abdominal muscles, physiotherapist Rachel Stanley can simulate a contraction. It's not the uterine muscles like in childbirth, but is the intensity of the pain similar?
Very soon what you'll feel is the muscles contracting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to turn them up very slowly. Can you feel the buzzing?
Yes, so we're going up.
Yeah.
Ow. That hurts. That really hurts. I think we should stop now. Okay, Rachel?
How does this compare to going through labour?
Within the pain, with the peak of the pain, it is like having a contraction. Men just won't be able to do it. So good luck.
Well, that's confidence for you. But will I prove Myra wrong? Let's get this marathon started. Rachel and obstetrician Michelle Beatty will be with me the whole time. I'll wear a heart rate monitor and will keep track of my blood pressure. Rachel will contract my muscles with increasing length and intensity, and gradually will shorten the time between contractions, just like in childbirth. So, as with normal labour, the good news is we're going to start out nice and steady. There'll be 20-second contractions every 10 minutes. And Michelle, this is the least painful part of labour.
That's right, Andrew. That's the part of the labour that we call pre-labour. And this time, most women are still at home, and we encourage women to stay at home as long as possible during this time.
Yeah, see, that's sore. That hurts.
Okay, so it's just past 60.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, the relief when that thing stops. OK, so after 30 minutes, we're 3 contractions down. So let's try 30-second contractions 7 minutes apart. Surely I can handle that. So with this one, Swiss ball, this is meant to help.
It is, yeah. So lean forward and just as the contraction builds up, just try and just bounce. That's it. That's good.
Oh, yeah. OK. And the bouncing.
The bouncing's meant to help.
How long do you think you're going to be able to last with this, Andrew?
I really don't know. But you're going to have to stick around to find out, because I'm thinking of leaving. But of course, I'm not going anywhere, except to a whole new world of pain, because those contractions are about to get a lot closer together. You sure you're not cranking that thing up too high?
It's exactly the same as it's always been. Actually.
Yeah, sure.
Macca's makes it easy.
I've been stung by blue bottles, I've been stung by bees, and on a pain scale, that's about maybe a 2 out of 10, and it's already 4 out of 10 in this experiment, so I know it's going to get a hell of a lot more painful. An hour into our pain threshold challenge, the contractions are now 40 seconds long and 5 minutes apart. If this was real labour, it would be time to go to the hospital. You can ask for pain relief once you get there, but it's worth trying active birthing techniques first, like bashing stress balls.
So try and bash your stress balls. Just try and take your mind off it. That's it. Keep going. That's it. And breathe, breathe, keep breathing. You hold your breath when you're in pain, and that's why we're often telling women to keep breathing, and that's a big part of what midwives do in labour.
So what's the deal with this hypnotherapy birth?
It's called hypnobirthing, and it's really like a meditative state that women get themselves into and try and take their mind off the contractions rather than focusing on them. So you're thinking about a nice place that you want to go to instead of contractions.
I'm still here. It's so hard to get yourself to somewhere else. I'm really getting over this, to be honest. But I'm gonna hang in there. So hold on to your stress balls and let's see how long I can last. Who has the higher pain threshold, men or women? In an effort to solve this once and for all, I'm attempting to replicate labour pains using a muscle stimulator. How far apart are the contractions?
The contractions are 4 minutes apart now and they're lasting for 45 seconds.
So you've still got a long way to go.
It's about now I really have to start thinking back to when my wife was in the same position. And she had twins. This is my support team right here. This is what she went through, so this is nothing. All this wonderful support. Aye. I have never been so grateful to be a man. You've delivered, what, 2,000?
Yeah, around 2,000 babies probably, yes.
How do you think I'm doing?
You're doing pretty well. You do have quite a long way to go. We've been doing this under 2 hours, and most women having their first baby were in labour for at least 10 to 12 hours.
It just comes and it keeps coming and it doesn't stop. I'm sorry, I'm a bit emotional. Soon the contractions will be 3 minutes apart, then 2. So if you really want to see a man at his lowest, stick around. I'm so close to pulling the pin on this. Literally, I am. Any woman who's been through childbirth understands that it's a marathon of pain. I'm only experiencing simulated contractions, but to me they're very real. And at the beginning of this thing, I really cared whether men had a higher pain threshold than women. Right now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ow.
The contractions are now coming every 3 minutes, and you've got about half an hour of that before they then even get closer together.
Oh, shit.
When you're definitely going to be in a little bit more pain.
Excuse me. I can understand why women swear. Oh, that stung, that one.
Would you want to try a different position next time? A lot of women find all fours a better position to labour in. So is that any better?
Oh, I'm so tired. I just want to go to sleep.
And you've still got 9 hours to go.
Pain is probably consistently now about an 8 out of 10.
Do you want to try some pain relief?
Yeah.
How about we try the gas then? Try it, so here's your mouthpiece.
So from a pain relief option, the gas is pretty safe.
Yes. Gas, because it's so short-acting, doesn't have any effect on the baby at all, so it's a very good form of pain relief for that reason. Just have a few breaths at the peak of it.
I know why they call it happy gas. Oh, wow. I hate contractions. I don't want any more.
Do my job.
The contractions are now lasting for 60 seconds, and they're only 2 minutes apart. This experiment is getting almost too much to bear. The gas is okay, it's doing all right. What's the next step?
Well, the next step for women in labour is either pethidine or an epidural. Pethidine is not that much stronger pain relief than the gas.
So what about an epidural?
They put medication into the space around the spine, which then causes numbing of the pain. And it really does, a good epidural will completely numb the pain down to virtually 0. So epidurals do have some risk. Most women are worried about paralysis, and in fact that's almost unheard of. Temporary nerve damage can occasionally occur, and approximately 1 in 1,000 cases, that will resolve over time.
So in all seriousness, a woman can go through contractions for 60 seconds apart, for another 9.5 hours.
It could be that long, and sometimes even longer. We say an average length labour is 10 to 12 hours. Some women having their first baby can be in labour 18, even up to 24 hours at times.
So how long have I done this for?
3 hours and 32 minutes.
So based on an average length first labour, you still have about 9 hours to go.
Is my baby doing okay?
Your baby's fine.
Well, I think we can both agree that I'm not going to have an epidural.
That's right.
So I think right now, Rach, we need to end this. I'm done. You were wonderful, both of you. I'm so glad that's over. To all you women out there, I used to think, especially to my wife, that I understood what it was like to go through labour. But now, you have no idea. Men of the world, you have no idea. Leave it to the women. Forget the whole pain threshold debate. We have nothing. Women win, men don't. The end. Oh, God, that's it. And so is tonight's show. Don't worry about me. I'll be back with all the rest of the team for another dose of what's good for you next week. I'm sure I'll be fine, don't worry. Just a bit more gas, I'll be fine. Oh, God.
Next week.